Okay, we are live.
All right. Welcome everybody. Got a packed house tonight here in the chat. We got 9 viewers coming in for the final round of Formula D. You excited, Scope?
Yeah, definitely excited. I mean, we already know who the winner is for the championship. Charles taking home the victory, but still a fun fight for P2, or maybe not for P2. I think P2 is also given away already.
Yeah,
Is
that'd
it?
be correct, Sco. Yeah, that'd be correct, Sco. P2 and P3 are close, but I'm hearing one of the drivers is maybe not driving tonight. So that may be walking away. Although I do see Elegance and Froley in the server, and those are our two. They are separated by only 7 points, so that could be a problem for Reese, who is looking to capitalize on maybe some non-racers this week and jump a few spots.
Yeah, maybe. Um, yeah, it's always interesting when some people don't race, because then you might just, some people might um, use that to get some extra points. Some people may try to use that but fail in the process. Maybe some few mistakes, not maximizing the points.
For sure, for
But
sure. Yeah, that actually happened our last race, which was yesterday, where I was racing, and even though I didn't have a great result, the person in front of me was not racing at all. I needed 26 points to cover him. It easily came. Even though I finished, I think, second to last or last, it still came. So not racing is definitely going to be a killer for some of these slower classes. So
yeah,
the very changeable conditions here. So
yeah,
it's going to be exciting.
yeah. Also, please tell us in chat how you like the new experimental camera angles. I'm just playing around a little bit, trying to see how this would work if we would do something like this as a little addition to the camera angles. But yeah, like I said, please tell us what you think about these camera angles, and maybe we use them in the future.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for everybody that is viewing, we Skolfic does go back to school here very shortly. We are going to be looking for another commentator slash streamer, producer, if anybody is interested in that. My DMs are always open. You can also jump in the general chat and just shout us out. We'll figure that out if you are interested. But yeah, we're playing the North Circuit today at Marina. Gonna be an exciting one. Long straights, couple of turns. I think let me just jump over here. There's 10 turns in total, 7 to the left, 3 to the right. So it's gonna be hard on those right side tires, but
Oh, we have a little visitor here. Another camera angle. Looks like someone almost spun on purpose to get close to to the camera. Just saying
yeah,
hi.
yeah. Just stop in there real quick.
Yeah. Also,
Awesome.
please tell us how the audio is. We did try to fix it as much as we could, so it should be better now. But if there's anything wrong, please tell us, because yeah, we just need your guys' feedback.
Skelfic, actually, you know what? I forgot about something. One, we added a goal here. So once we're affiliated, which should be in the next, I would say, 2 weeks, we're going to try to get to 10 subscribers. That's going to be our goal. I've got it set on our stream. So
Okay.
once we're affiliated, we'll have that available. Make sure you save up those Prime subs. Take that money from Bezos and give it to us. Those Bezos bucks. Also, Inu followed us while we were off stream. Inu is, I believe, a participant in the Class D race here tonight. So we thank you for that follow. It helps us keeps us doing what we're doing, makes us want to keep doing it. So we appreciate that. And jumping back around to a little bit about tonight's track. So we are at the Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi, the final race of Formula D. Normally they play the whole GP circuit, which is around 3.3 miles or 5.3 kilometers. but I believe this format only encompasses about 3.1 miles. That's right around, I think, 5 or 4.8, 4.9 kilometers. It does still have the 0.7 mile long straight. There's no elevation change, like 35 feet in total for elevation change through the whole circuit. We talked about the turns already. There's no corner names or anything like that, so you won't see us going through all those while we're here. But a nice compound for sure. 400 acres for this racing circuit. 60,000 when you have the full seating capacity for this full GP circuit. An incredible circuit. It's beautiful, and there's so many different layouts for it. It's great for racing if you do the right circuit for the right car. So we're excited to be here.
Yeah, most definitely not running the full layout as some people might have thought we were gonna do, but just these cars are not as fast as F1 cars, and we just don't wanna like take I don't know, a few minutes for a single lap, because we do have like double race, so which means we have one race and then a second race which is reverse grid, and having all that while having the whole circuit would take a long time or a very small amount of laps, so we just decided to run the smaller, shorter layout so we can do more laps and some more entertaining racing for you guys.
Yeah, for sure, Skofik. So just to break that down a little bit more, 20 minutes of official practice. Obviously, the practice server runs constantly, so anybody that has time, whenever you're free, can jump on and get some practice in. But then it rolls into a 12-minute qualifying session, which is open. There's everybody on the track all at once. Fastest time gets you to the top of the grid for the first race. 6 laps, and at the end of that race, we will reverse that grid, like Skofik was saying, and then run that race again with the reverse grid. They do not have to change tires. They do not have to refuel. All the tire compounds are available for them. Here, I'd imagine we're going to see a lot of softs, maybe a couple of mediums, but we'll definitely take a look at that more as we get towards qualifying and the start of the race. It's just a day in Abu Dhabi. It's hot, and it's a great track to run. So through that, we've got just a couple of things I want to touch on as far as the championship. Ollie, obviously on vacation right now, currently. It's going to take him out of that ability to get into P4, but Reese has got his eyes set forward in Froley and Elegance, which I believe he's 28 points to Froley and 32 points to Elegance. 35 points to Elegance. So hopefully he can close that gap over the 2 races, maybe get some good finishes to these 2 races and close that up, and maybe even take P2 or P3. Another close battle we're looking at is Chavez and Shorzy, both of which are racing tonight. Chavez showing us a lot of pace last week, just narrowly losing the second race, so he could bring home a big result. I think he doubled his points haul for the season last race. If he can do that again, he'll definitely overtake Shorzy, and maybe even looking at Max at that point. So P9, I think he was last week, he was way down in like P13, so he's jumping. If he's racing well this week, we're going to see a lot of action out of him. We're going to see some movement there. I'm hearing that Nick Chin is probably not going to race. I do not currently see him in the server, so it'd be a last minute thing if he does decide to jump in. So but yeah, exciting stuff here at the Yas Marina circuit.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Nick is also he went to college, so he might not participate in as many races as he used to. Also, like you mentioned earlier, I am starting with school at the end of this week, so I will not be able to stay up this late. Remember, it is 3 a.m. for me right now, so I will not be able to stay up this late during the week. But during the weekends, where I believe we'll have road series, I'll be able to stay up, no problem.
Well, that's good to hear. I would hate to lose you entirely. I'd love to have you back. Obviously, we do a great job here together, so having you back anytime we can, we'd love to have that. Mr. Propane says, yes. Yes, it is that exciting to be here in Abu Dhabi for this race. We do kind of wish it was the full race circuit, the full race layout, and maybe a few more laps would be really exciting with some racing in there. You guys have seen last week how close the racing was. We had battles the entire time for both races, no matter what. We saw Charles covered 9 positions in 2 laps. So we're definitely excited for tonight's race. It's going to be really, really exciting. And with that, we're going to jump to just chatting about what's going on circuit. Let's see who's on some hot laps here and who's quick. Honestly, that's going to win races around here.
Yeah, I am playing a little bit around with the camera, just trying to get some angles. Probably not gonna use them in the race, because we just want to make sure the stream is as good quality as possible. Oh, as we have a little spin from someone.
Now, Skopik, I believe last race we had the driver that we were on board with. Their information was at the bottom. Are we going to be having that this stream or no?
Yeah, we have my name here because I'm currently. We can look at this is now on board with Reese. So yeah, it is there.
Okay, as we change, it'll be there.
Yeah, it just depends who I'm on board with. And yeah, again, tell us if you like this idea with the camera angles. Of course, you see the little box below, but it's part of it. If you like it, you're gonna have to live with having a little box on the screen, but I don't think it's gonna be a big deal if we end up having this as an addition to our stream. Charge ports, do you copy? I believe we might have lost our commentator here. He is not responding. So hopefully he's back before the race gets underway and he can entertain us with hopefully some fun facts or just pretty much anything.
Hello?
Oh,
hello?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. There we are. A little bit of a Discord issue there, but we're okay. All right. So let's see. Minute left in practice here. Let's go through the timing charts real quick before we get into the racing, to be completely honest. So Charles up front there, he's running in the very, very low 109s, which is incredibly competitive here at the Nord Circuit for Yas Marina. Elegance doing his best to try to stay right behind him with the 109.5. So about 4/10 slower. He's going to be there, but I don't know how much that'll help him in the race. If Charles honestly even decides to race, he doesn't have to. He's got the championship wrapped up. So Elegance, yeah, 109.5. Shortly down the road, or short down the road, is Chavez, just 0.2 off him, 1/10 off him. We've got Froley. Froley's going to be behind Reese, who Reese has put in a 10. Excuse me, everything's changed now. 1097, and then Froley down there with a 10985, and then you start getting into what is it, Mono, which is at a 110. Even Barnarski 110.5. So it starts to drop off a little bit from there, but this is a new circuit for a lot of these drivers. They haven't driven it before, this layout specifically. So it is going to cause some problems with our drivers. They're not super familiar with it, especially in this car. So the better drivers will adapt quicker, but it's still going to be very tough.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's not the layout drivers normally race at, so we're gonna see how fast they can adapt, and
For sure.
yeah, just who can overtake. Where do you think the best overtaking opportunities are?
I would say second best will go to the start finish straight, which is the second longest straight on the course. But the long back straight comes after a very, very technical section. So somebody who's quick through that technical section will close the gap and give themselves a great run. They're going to get a huge slipstream, even though these cars don't have a lot of aero down that long 0.7 miles straight, and they will. You'll see them overtaken right here. Like we see Chavez coming through. He just had a spin through that section there. That's definitely going to get you overtaken. But you'll see if you finish that, it comes onto a very, very long straight, which we see Elegance rolling down now. And he is being overtaken because it's going to be tough to keep people behind you there. While I'm here, if we got a first-time chatter, Miss Wiz Lee is shouting out her guy, or I would say her guy, Josh, who's down in P9 right now, running the 111s. We're excited to see what he's going to pull out in qualifying. Thank you for coming in, Miss Wisley. And then Propane is shouting out for Charles and is saying anybody but Charles P1. I understand that. All right, we are well and done with practice here. I believe we are about to roll into some qualifying.
Yeah.
In chat, if you guys are in there, who do you think is the non-Charles pole position? Who is going to be on pole if you didn't have Charles in the race? Put it in chat. Let us know. We're going to do it together here. I'm going to pick first because, well, I deserve it. I'm down 3-0 in this little rivalry we've got going here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take Elegance, okay? Elegance is my pick. I think he's got it in him. I know he's fast. If he gets the laps right, he's going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking between Reese or Frawley. Reese currently is a little bit faster, still like 2/10 of Elegance. But I'm gonna say Frawley.
Okay. Frawley could definitely do it. We've got Camber Mono, who's saying that he can do it. He thinks he can definitely do it. Inu is going for Bartolero down in P8. He's gonna pull something special out during qualifying here.
He hasn't set a lap.
Very good username, bruh. Is saying his vote's on Reese. We love Reese. So Reese has been improving exponentially over the last few months. He's been he does every racing series that this league does. He races in iRacing, and he is getting faster and faster and faster every single time I watch him race. I'm super excited to see where this kid's gonna go.
Yeah.
All right, so rolling out first couple of groups out on the qualifying. Can't really tell who's leading out there. Maybe Charles up front.
I do apologize for my car revving, but that is because I do not have my wheel connected at the moment. So I will fix that. soon as possible. Let's see.
All right, well, I can walk you through what's going on. So we've got looks like Charles, Elegance, everybody's coming around the maybe Shorzy up front there, coming around the final turns down the pitch straight. So we're gonna be starting our hot laps here. And it's between Josh and Shorzy. I think it's Josh up front, Shorzy behind him. Which should be no problem as long as Josh is quick, shouldn't be an issue there. Yeah, following him, Charles, Chavez, Zola, first time racer that I'm aware of. Bartolero, Froley, Reese, Elegance, Mono, Barnarski coming around. They're doing turn one, whereas Shorzy, did I lose Josh? Josh went the long way through turn one. He's just tailing up following the end there. We've got collision from Bartolero. Doesn't look like he's going to be taking that lap. He's going to try to get back out on the track here. Shorzy, though, with a quick lap, still going well. Purple through the first sector. Excuse me, he is green through the first sector. Chavez is purple through the first sector, almost 5/10 faster. A lot of pace out of Chavez, I'll tell you what. The man's fast.
Yeah.
No way around it.
Definitely. He's the guy that can potentially fight for podiums. Which, if you don't look at Charles, it's basically fighting for a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Let's stay on this camera real quick, just because I want to go through. One of the biggest issues with this track is something that people don't see, and our drivers have complained about it. See that little white line that runs through the middle there, where they're driving? There's about a meter elevation change.
Yeah, we can see. If I go here, we can see the cars jumping.
You see them jumping. They're launching off of it. Look at the elevation change there.
Yeah.
Now that's obviously not like that in real life.
Yeah. I did spot that earlier. We can see someone coming through here. We can see them flying. Let's see.
So it sounds like we've got a bit of an issue with engine noise when they're nearby with our voices. Propane, let me know if it's voices up or if it's engines down. Let me know on that. I don't want to get too out of whack, throwing the voices too loud. But yeah, that's going to be a big issue on this course. Is if you're trying to overtake, you got to get through that. It's almost suicidal how big that drop is. So, coming down 750 left in qualifying. Charles up in first still, 109.252. I think it's a little down on what I think it was 109.1 if I remember correctly. Practice, I could be wrong on there. But Elegance shortly behind, 6/10 now. And then very, very, very close after that is Reese, who's putting in a qualifying of his lifetime, almost 110 flat.
I love the pit exit on this track, going through a little tunnel, going under the main track.
Iconic one.
Yeah.
Absolutely iconic to have them going on through the tunnel and then up onto the track, just emerging from the earth.
Yeah.
Ready to race. It's incredible.
Yeah. So I hope Froley can beat Elegance and I can go undefeated. But I feel like Elegance is fast, so
And look, all right, I deserve this. Give me one. Come on, Elegance. Charles with 2 purple sectors and then botching the entire third sector, but he does bring us down into the 108s, which we thought we would never see on this track, but I guess he's decided a full second is still not enough of a gap. He's going to keep going. He wants to go faster.
Yeah. And now on board with Froley. Let's see if Froley can give me the 4th point.
Yeah, jumping through that first left-hander, and then another left. These are fast sweeping corners. Got to keep the speed up, hit those apexes. through that long right-hander and then bang back into the left, and then you're going to see him quickly into a chicane. Left, right, left here. Got to get this right. Got to carry the speed for the exit of the hairpin. Watch him get around here. Got to touch that apex, run it right back out wide, and then back on the throttle as hard as you can. As soon as you can. Because if you are not on the throttle there, it is going to kill you on that straight. A third of the lap over there. You want to have all the speed. So eyes up for the braking point here. They're going to brake right around the 100 mark for this left-hander. And then you'll see him through the dip, surviving that, back to the left and through there to the apex, running it a little wide, and he crushes the wall on that exit. That is extremely unfortunate for Froley. It is going to be tough for him to make it back around for another lap here, but hopefully, actually no, 4 minutes left. He should have. I apologize. That's a little jump to conclusions, but hopefully he can get back out there.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not looking good for me right now. Elegance is only 8/10 of Charles's pace. Meanwhile, Froley with us 1.3 seconds. Everything's still possible. 4 minutes left, which is around 4 laps. So yeah, nothing's lost here.
Not yet. But chat, 4 minutes left. You see the times. You see what the people are putting in. Anybody want to change their answer here? Anybody think that they might have a better idea of who's going to take that not Charles pole? We've got 10 of you in here. I'm sure somebody's got an idea.
Yeah, I mean, Mannican is close. I mean, he's in P4, P3 right now if we don't count Charles. But Elegance, did he improve this last lap? Okay, he definitely will not improve this lap, but
no, that's for sure. 3 minutes left, 3.5 right now.
I believe Froley is currently on his out lap. Could be on the flyer.
No, I think he's going to try to time this just right. So he might be going a little bit fast, but he wants to make sure that he's going to get just 2 laps here.
No, so maybe, and as we speak, our guy in P4, P3, if don't count Charles, gets disconnected, which is unfortunate, which means Froley's back up to P4. And let's go on a flying lap with Froley.
Well, I'm sure Mono will be back in here shortly, and then we'll get him back onto the track. He's only got to meet the finish line before the time runs out, before he can, and then he can get his time back in. Now there he is now, and he does regain his position back in P4. 110.4. He's almost 110 flat. Reese at the 110 flat, just 4 hundredths of a second away from Mono. So super tight qualifying here. Charles just keeps driving that time down more and more and more, which is just absurd.
Yeah.
How fast can you take these around here? What do you think? 107? 108? 4?
I mean, depends if we're talking about us or are we talking about Charles.
No, put Max Verstappen in the car. Put Max in the car. What's he running here? Give him 100 hours to practice, and tell me, what's Max gonna run here?
Yeah, that's.
I'm saying 107.9.
Could be.
I mean, we got to think as our level of, mediocre to decent drivers running in the 109s, 108s is probably really good. But when you take somebody who's as extraordinarily talented as someone like Max, maybe even a Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is probably one of the best hot lappers in the world. In any vehicle you put him in, I can't imagine what he can do in one of these cars.
I don't know. I mean, it's been a long time since any of those drivers have driven a Formula 3 car, but yeah, I mean, love your like idea of guessing how fast you think they could go, but yeah, really, I don't know.
I mean, you can't imagine you put, let's say, a Charles and a Charles in the same car like this, and you think Mr. Bertrand's gonna go the same as Mr. Leclerc. I would hazard to guess that's probably not gonna be the case. But 30 seconds here left in this session. We do have some drivers crossing the lines and drivers that are still on hot laps, so we'll see how it comes in here at the end. But I think just about wrapped it up. Mr. Elegance is trying to extend his lead with a personal best first sector. And he is rolling into the long straight. So if he gets this right, we could be looking at something good.
Yeah.
Got to see if he improves on sector 2. Chavez in P6 has improved on his second sector, but not his first. And those guys seem like they're the only ones improving right now. So this could be just about it.
Let's see what Reese can do. Oh, a bit wide. Yeah, that's
going to be the end of qualifying for him.
Yeah, let's see. Froley, 1.1 second. That puts him, if he finishes the lap right now, that does. Oh, and Froley's in the pits.
That's terrible because he had a personal best as well in the second sector there.
Yeah.
Arnarski a personal best in the second sector. Chavez's lap is over. We got Elegance crosses the line. He does improve by a 10th. Chavez is over. Froley is over. Barnarski is in the pits currently. He's done. Chavez is out there, but I don't believe he's an active runner right now.
I do think he was stopped.
He went off.
Yeah.
I think he went off, right? He went off. So I think that's just about it for him. Mono might be running. Maybe he can upset this whole thing here.
I don't think so. I think he did cross the line after the checkered flag.
Okay, so that's gonna be it for him as well.
So that means you get the point.
Yeah, finally I get myself.
Yeah.
All right, so just as we're finishing up here, let me go through it real quick. We got Charles in P1, Elegance P2, Reese, Froley, Chavez, Bartolero, Barnarski, Jorzy, Josh, Zola, and then Skopic sitting in the pits running the cameras for us because he is beautiful and that is what we love. We're excited. I'm super excited. This is going to be incredible racing.
Me too. Yeah. How many laps per race do we have?
So it's going to be 6 laps per race. It would have been, I believe, 5 or 4 if we did the full GP circuit. So that's why I think they decided they were going to knock it down. But 6 laps here, which is pretty standard for this this class of racing. It's basically a sprint race if you look at it.
Yeah.
But exciting, I would say, nonetheless, because if you take Charles out of the picture, between P2 and P9, we've got 1.2 seconds.
Yeah, which is
incredibly close.
Yeah.
I mean, a mistake from one person, it shakes the whole grid up. You get a crash. Pray we don't get a safety car because with 6 laps, we don't want that.
Yeah.
Charles is surprised he was able to go so quick. He's got new pedals, he's saying, and he has only used them for about 15 laps. So he's really shocked that he was able to go so quick. Maybe it's we need to all buy those pedals because that's probably not right.
Yeah. I mean, a fun fact, and I would suggest that for people that are thinking about buying a direct drive wheel with load cell pedals. If you do not have a rig or a cockpit to mount the pedals and the wheel, I would advise to buy the rig first, because I'm in a situation where I bought the wheel, I bought the pedals, the Fanatec CSL, load cell pedals. And because I do not have the rig to mount them, I am not able to use the load cell brake. Which means until I get the rig, I spent 100 and I think it's 150, something like that, bucks for nothing. To get the load cell brake because I can't use it. So, that note, buy the rig first, then the pedals, or build it yourself. We have some people, I know some people that have built the rigs themselves.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. I built my own.
So either that or, and also, I'm just gonna say this from my experience. If you do have Windows 11, I had some issues with the Fanatec. I could not update the software. The wheel was just randomly would stop working for a few seconds. Had to grab my brother's PC to update the firmware because I could not do it from my PC. So yeah, just if you have Windows, I would advise buying something else. And lights out, and away we go. On board with Reese here. Let's see what's gonna happen in T1. And what's going down the inside? No. Okay, Reese staying in third. Charles running a bit wide. Elegance is right in front of Reese. I wanna see if Reese can make a move on Elegance. Meanwhile, Charles, 3 wide almost, 3 wide into the chicane. Oh, that's gonna be a bit wide from Elegance.
Nice
back.
recovery though, he's back up.
Yeah. Reese running in P2. Oh, and we have a spin. Yeah.
Alright, let's jump into our
that
our
I
TV
believe
cam
was
here.
Barnarski. Yep, let me quickly do that.
Alright, Charles out in front with Reese and Elegance. Reese running in P2, Elegance overtaking him on this long back straight. We'll see if Reese can come back into the hard corner. Elegance holding that inside line. Runs a little bit wide. I think is that Charles went wide too? Charles down into P3. Reese up into P2. Charles fighting back immediately. Does not like the fact that he went wide there.
Frolly also catching up to Reese. And I believe Marina is also right on their tail, so this could be a big fight.
Yeah, Reese did not get a good exit there, and now he is under attack. He's got Mono and Froley and Shorzy. Everybody's lining up to take that P3 position.
Froley with a mistake. Could it be a bit of damage for him? He is dropping back. Also fights going on. Oh, we have some contact. Reese is in third. Charles is right in the back of Elegance. And we do have a small pile-up from Bartolero, Chavez, and Zola, I believe.
Yeah, some tight racing going on back there.
Going side by side. Mannequin and Shorzy. Let's see who can come out on top. I believe that's Shorzy in front. So yeah, very close between everyone.
Yeah, it's a lot of overtaking opportunities on this track. Propane in the chat is shouting out, it's an intense track. There's a lot of overtaking opportunities. It's got its quick technical sections and then it's high speed. Yep. So if you're not on it, you are gonna get overtaken.
Oh, and I believe Reese also with a mistake, he dropped down to P5.
There. Spin in the back. I didn't see who it was. Looks like maybe Josh just dropping behind Chavez, and then Bartolero overtaking Josh as well. He's back going again, so that's good. Hopefully he can maintain that position over Barnarski. We've got a tight battle. Shorzy up front. Charles, Elegance maintaining that lead. Elegance is over Charles, which is not an easy task. Coming into the long straight, Charles is going to look to the inside here, to the outside. We'll see who can be the last person on the brakes. Elegance is going to give it everything he's got. He does hold on. Charles with the switchback. We'll get the inside line. And it's Charles coming through the final chicane up the pit straight with an incredible overtake. What an incredible battle there.
Yeah. some almost the same situation happening between Frawley and Reese, going almost side by side through those corners. Yeah, Frawley taking the position here from Reese.
This is, I think these guys are fast, and I think if they're running safely and smartly, they're going to recover. But down out of position now, P5, P6, these are usually our podium battlers. So
yeah,
we'll see. We have 3 laps remaining currently.
Barnarski
Charles the leading. Barnarski.
Bartolero as well. Hopefully he can get back going before anyone else. Oh, someone going slowly. I believe that's Bob. Yeah, I believe that's Bob.
Disconnection issue, maybe.
Maybe he's just letting everyone through because he maybe he's a lap down, so could be and Reese and Chavez now going side by side.
Chavez is quick, so this will be great to see. Reese is going to have to put in some good racing here to maintain that position.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Charles has spun.
Charles with a spin is going to let Elegance back through, and then Mono back up. He's in second position now, having an incredible race with only 2 laps remaining here. Shorzy and Mono between Charles and Elegance.
With a small mistake again. So hopefully he can recover.
As long as he finishes the race, all he's got to do is finish.
Yeah.
If he finishes the race and he's in second to last or last position, he's going to start at the front for the next race. So that gives you a huge opportunity.
But I'm not exactly sure. Oh, Charles with a mistake again. He's dropping back. He might be now because he's so far back. He might tactically be last or can start first, which would be insane for him. He can get a big gap between others, can go through the pack, so might be a tactical game right now.
Yeah, thinking long term, I could see that. Just rolling over to Propane's note here, I do love to see the lawn maintenance as well. Charles is one of the best landscapers that I've seen, though. I don't see a lot of grass growth in Abu Dhabi, but if there is some, he's taking care of it. So that's really nice to see.
Yeah. Oh, and Frawley, the mistake. I thought for a second it could be related with Charles' spin, but Frawley doing a mistake, probably on his own. I did not see anyone close enough. There is Bartolero behind, but he was not right here when we start. When the incident happened. Oh, and Charles, I believe those are hot tires. Or maybe he's just playing around.
Yeah, another spin. I want to say Charles is just overall giving up on this one, and he's looking at the next race, that's for sure.
Yeah. We can see Josh also catching up to Charles, so... Yeah, Charles spun again. I believe that just playing tactical here.
Yeah, it would look like it. It doesn't look like there's too much going on there. Now, they are all running the soft, so it is possible his tires are overheated or worn. Yeah.
But even if that happens, and Frawley with a spin in the last corner. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Yep, he's gonna let Zola through, and maybe even Barnarski if he can catch.
Barnarski is 18 seconds off, or 6 seconds off now.
Only 5 seconds. It was gonna get close, but so our first race wrapping up here. Propane, yeah, I agree. It could be a pedal issue, but we've got Elegance with the win, and then Mono with a huge P2 result. Shorzy right after him. Shorzy is in a tight battle in the points as well, so it's good to see him up there in the top. Chavez, a good result for P4. Reese, not as high as we would like to see in that P2 battle, although he does, or excuse me, P3 battle, although he does come ahead of Frawley. But he's going to have to do a lot more to close that gap. 26 points. Mono, yeah, absolutely, Mono. Huge result for the first for your first debut, your debut race here. I didn't want to mention that because I wasn't 100% sure if it was your debut, but it is exciting to see a new racer here who is fast and has the potential to pull off P2s like that. That is just a great result. So, really excited for the second race.
Yeah, me too. Just casually looking at drivers doing their own things, taking some photos of people.
I'm not gonna lie, the way you move that camera really reminds me of like World Star, like somebody in a fight, just like the camera flashing around and trying to pick up whatever they can.
Yeah, I mean, the camera app is not as smooth as I would like it to be. Especially my mouse is dying, so I mean that could also be a reason.
Yeah, I agree, Propane. Charles is washed. Okay, now are you safety carring for this event as well? I think I saw that you might be. Propane is not safety carring, but he is eating cake, so I'm sure he's not busy. Why don't we grab Propane? Do you think he'd mind stopping in for a chat before we get started on our next race?
I don't think he will, so yeah, sure, we can put him in.
Hello,
And
gentlemen.
hello.
Mr.
I
Propane.
mean, what is there to say about race 1? That was absolutely nutty. The end of that, I can't tell you. I thought it
Crazy.
was. I thought we were looking at a brand new like racer who maybe joined, and no, it was Charles just spinning around. What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
Charles says no issues on his end, lack of skill. I don't know if I'm buying that entirely, but he said he wrecked the one time, he spun, and then it cooked the tires, and he just couldn't get it to drive right after that.
I had times where that's happened. It's just impossible for them to cool down, but sometimes you gotta just sit there and let it go. It's the
Yeah,
worst.
yeah,
But
you
I
gotta
believe
take the pit.
it might be also just him playing tactical, because I've raced with him, I know his skill level, and I don't think he would have that much trouble just keeping the car straight. So yeah, the tires do overheat, the tires are very slippery ones that happen, but I still think he could have easily won the race even with the issue. Or at least
Absolutely.
be on the podium.
Now, Mono in chat is saying that he thinks it might be a ploy so that he has a guaranteed win in race 2, but I'm going to go ahead and answer that one. I don't think so, because he started on pole in the first race, and that clearly did not result in a P1, so I don't think he's guaranteeing anything here.
Yeah, but I think he might try to beat the record for the biggest gap to P2.
Oh,
Because
it looks like we're starting here. Let's get the screen up so that people can see.
Yep, on it. Just hop on board with someone. Or just like this.
Here we go.
Live.
Okay. Yep. Looks like we might have 60 seconds here till it's all over.
Yeah.
Propane, predictions for race 2.
You know, I'm really conflicted on it because prior I did say Froley, and you know he kind of just like threw dirt in my fucking face on that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
not a great race from him.
No,
yeah. So
not at all, man.
yeah, me and Charles Sport have a little game, like who's gonna take the pole position, if we don't count Charles. And I was leading 3-0, but I put my money on Frawley this round, and he kind of disappointed me with, I think it was P4 or P5 even in quali, so
Yeah, that's right. He was just behind Reese, right? In quality just before. Oh,
We got lights up, 6 of them,
Yep.
and
There you go.
And
lights out, and
we go. Oh, that's
just sitting there.
That starts
Oh my
from
God.
Bob. Napping.
It's all right. Maybe.
Oh,
hey,
we got
strategy.
Chavez into the wall.
That is
Chavez into the wall. He is spinning. That's Bob spinning. Charles is up to P8. Josh up to P5. Shorzy takes P2. Zola leading the race.
an exhilarating start to round 2.
Yeah.
This is something.
Mono dropping too, and Froley dropping. Charles up to P7. We've got to shake up Barnarski now.
Oh,
P3, P4,
spin
and then
from
Josh in P1. We've got crashing.
Oh, big spin.
oh,
This
Reese
is,
also,
they,
yeah.
they might call a restart here. Oh, they called safety
Might be
car.
doing the
They went
virtual,
safety car. They went safety car.
How
Now,
about that?
being
So-
as they're on the back straight, if they can get everyone grouped quickly, they may restart at the end of the back straight, but it is possible they do one lap without
So-
Froley
losing a
is in the
comeback there.
pits, so
Froley in pits.
I
Oh,
don't
he
know
might
what
have
it
terminal
is.
We might
Yeah,
have terminal
we have
damage.
Bob and pits
Oh, yeah.
as well. Is that
We
correct?
are
Okay, it looks
restarting,
like it's a
okay.
restart.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
There we go. Restart. All right. Jump on board again.
Whole minute.
So Bob disconnecting before the restart, which means he is not on the grid, which means Zola is gonna take P1 here or
Okay.
P2 still, because Bob's
Yeah,
spot
the
is
spot,
just
yep.
empty.
Just like Monaco from a few years ago when Charles couldn't start the race.
Yeah.
That spot remains empty.
Yeah. So
We
No,
will.
at first I thought it was maybe a strategy on his behalf. Like, you know, if I just sit here, maybe I'll get such a boost from the person behind me that, you know.
Huge.
Yeah,
Huge
exactly.
bump draft.
But I just think he wasn't ready for how big it was about to be. And the fact that he sat there at the corner, I was kind of worried he may have been paralyzed, perhaps. You know, Han's device didn't really properly work, something like that. But looks like they got them off.
Yeah. And now they may be trying to get Bob reconnected.
Get him out of the infield medical care center.
Yeah. He might be dead. He might be
Perhaps.
okay, let's
Now let's
be on
not
board
make any
with-
claims too early. We don't want a red flag. We want to see lights go out.
That's
on
right.
board
And
with-
they're up. And lights out.
And away we
wait.
go. Oh, and
There we
bad
go.
start from Zola. Just staying on the grid box, not
Josh goes
moving.
wide. It leaves the door open. I think that's Shorzy gone through to P1.
Yeah.
Barnarski in hot pursuit. Bartolero right behind him. Chavez with a better start this time. Zola plummeting. Charles up 2. Froley down to P10. Reese with an awful start. A nightmare start for Reese down in last place. He's
this
gonna
will
be
be
battling
exciting.
back.
Oh,
Here we
got a
go.
spin there, Bartolero. Josh spun.
Get them.
Uh,
They're everywhere.
Chavez-
It's like ping pong. Oh my god.
Chavez just hit somebody. Zola up the 4th now.
Can we?
Elegance moving up. Charles moving up. Burley moving up. Reese moving up.
Wow. The moves. Chavez
It's
up there
just
already.
ins-
Holy.
It's just
Yeah,
insane.
he's going
No
side
restart.
by side with Froley.
That's
Right
good.
here,
I'd like to see
sending
that.
it into the hardest braking zone on this circuit. Let's see if he can make it stick. He does. Also, I
Reese.
think gaining a position on Zola, maybe. Yeah, around the
Yep,
outside.
there it is.
Bit off
He goes a
track.
bit wide there.
Yeah, there he goes.
He had the position though. He does not have to give that back.
Yeah.
He was firmly in that position, so it is a corner car, on-off track limits, but he is okay to keep pursuing. Oh, he got a spin.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
Froley.
Froley.
Oh no.
I think there
Oh,
was
that's-
small contact with Zola. Just a little
That's
love tap which sent Froley into a spin. Chavez with a
Wow,
big
Chavez
dive bomb.
really. Yeah, he was really pushing into that turn. My god.
yeah.
Which
That's
means
with 6 laps only. You gotta push. You gotta push.
If I've ever seen someone with their elbows out, that was it.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my
absolutely. Just so we recap real quick, we do have a huge championship battle here between Froley and Reese. Froley holding the P3 podium position where Reese is in the hunt. So this is huge for Reese. He is fighting for every single point with every single driver on the grid. He needs all of them to overtake Froley. So hopefully keeps it clean. This can turn out into a great battle. Oh, and he gets in the back of Chavez and spins him.
yeah, but
Going down to the pit straight.
I do believe this. Yeah, you could say it was Reese's fault, but we were talking about a little bump there. You could see both cars going over the bump, both cars being a bit loose, and yeah, I do believe Charles's car might have slowed down a little bit. Reese's car, Reese just lost control of the car, which
they'll look at it.
Yeah, in a corner like this, where there's nothing wrong with the track, would be Reese's fault in my opinion, but what happened back there over that bump, as we said, it's annoying.
It's very difficult to deal with, is what it is.
Yeah.
It's extraordinarily unsafe. It should never fly.
Oh, as we see,
off the track for Elegance.
Yeah, Charles pushing Elegance off track, and that's a big
Again, spiting a
rise.
few signs.
Yeah, let's see over this bump again. You can see like how the car gets unsettled.
It's so dramatic for these cars. They don't have a lot of suspension.
You really do see that nose drop once they hit that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Shorzy still sitting out front, almost a second lead.
Oh!
And Reese says goodbye to
Later.
Mono. That is
right
something
off.
the stewards might look at. I did not get a good angle at that. Not sure what happened there.
Ooh, cars flying, cars are flying.
Wow. Reese is in a
Oh
full
my
blown fight
God.
for his life here. He wants every point.
He was flying. I saw on the delay on the stream, I looked over and saw that. That was insane.
Runs Bartolero a little bit wide, but gives
Yeah.
the inside line to him coming out of that next corner. He's back in the fight. It's not a bad place to be on the back straight here.
And
He's
look
going to
at
get
that
the
gap, that
overspeed. He's going to get the inside line.
Yeah, but here,
And
Mono.
Oh.
Trying to go down this side, giving Reese a little
Give him a
boost.
bump.
Yeah. Damaging
It's like, get in
his
there.
front wing in the process, which is not ideal.
Not
Let's
at
see.
all.
Oh, car's going wide over the bump. Watch out for that.
Taking damage, he really did that very well.
Yeah.
That was very smooth on his behalf. It kind of sucks, honestly.
Charles now
Only if
looking
you
at
think that
P1,
way.
only 6/10 away. Charles looking to grab this win. Couldn't pull it off from pole, but from P10, easy peasy, lemon
But-
squeezy.
You need to think about this. Barnarski right on his tail. So, could Barnarski overtake Charles? On pure
It would be a
pace?
tough one here, but if he gets held up, there he goes on Shorzy now, and you'll see Barnarski's got the draft here. He's got the slipstream. He's going to be looking up the inside. Shorzy gets the position back. Now they're just down this 3/4 of the way down the straight.
Oh.
Elegance in hot pursuit.
Crowley he's actually gonna be coming up on Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough for Reese here. He's got to have this win.
There's no way. We are on almost the final lap and this is happening?
Yeah.
Oh wait, looks like
Some super tight racing. Froley
Yeah,
drops
very.
another position. Zola.
Oh, and Barnarski. Oh, that's overtake on Shorzy. I thought he overtook Charles for a second.
Shorzy losing 2 positions over the last lap and a half. So
Oh, and that's a spin from Bartolero.
Bartolero
Oh.
out.
On
That's
the
gonna promote-
final lap.
yeah, that is always the worst time.
unfortunate for Reese because that is going to promote Froley up to 8th, just gifting him a couple more points in that championship fight.
Nothing but respect to him for waiting for everyone to pass before reversing and getting back on the track. That's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We always promote the safety. We understand that it's a virtual race, but you need these habits. You need to perfect these habits now. Make sure that when you do go racing in real life, that you are doing it safely. And getting
Side
on
by
track safely
side.
is extremely important.
From Shorzy and Barnarski. Meanwhile, Elegance on their back. Oh! I believe that's Barnarski spun
That's a
around.
huge crash there. Barnarski into the wall.
Shorzy taking
Elegance hit him.
P2. Elegance
Mono
P3.
up to P4.
Reese taking P5 and Barnarski taking P6. That is a few points
There we
for
go.
Reese. Froley over the line as well, so
P8, so P6
So
to
close.
P8,
Yeah.
P5 to P8. So that's not the worst result for Reese.
yeah.
I'm just more than anything shocked at the fact that to see them have made that gap and almost Froley almost actually make the overtake. That could have
So,
been detrimental.
so just to recap on that points battle, in that last race alone, Reese grabs 4 points from Froley.
Yeah.
And I don't have the championship up right now for the previous race. I don't have the results for the previous race, but hold on 1 second. I'll grab. But we're looking for 20. I believe it's 23 points. So we need 19 more points from Reese in order to put him into that P3 position.
Yeah, but I do not think that's possible. So P4, or sorry, 4 points for Reese in the first race tonight, and few more points this time. I do not think he can
So
get.
it was P5 and P8 in the last race.
Yes.
So that is not going to do it.
Yeah. What's the gap gonna be? Tell us. Calculate and tell us how many points would Reese need after tonight's race to take P3 in the championship?
Not looking super great, but we do really appreciate him racing as hard as he did. It made it extraordinarily exciting for us and all of our viewers. Obviously, I think 12. We hit a peak tonight of 12 viewers at a time. So absolutely enormous. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Yeah.
So
been
glad the
incredible.
view bots work. What?
So
So glad of you
propane.
guys, you know.
Yeah. We had a lot of chatters too. We had a ton of people in chat. And we thank all of you guys as well, because it is awesome to see people talking about the racing as well. Because honestly, me and Skofic are kind of interesting, but we're not that interesting.
Yeah.
So we need something to talk about.
Yeah.
Aren't we all the same way?
Exactly. We're just trying to survive out here, give you guys something to watch, something to talk about. So
Yeah, me too, quite literally. So surgery in
Been
the
an-
morning for this hand. Let's go.
it's been an incredible season here. It's my first season in SRL. Propane, you've been a part of it for quite some time, though.
Yeah.
How do you
too
see the
long.
growth? How does it look?
The growth has been absolutely phenomenal. From the start when we first began, to go from the races of just a few of us, having to actually almost communicate with one another before the races even came up. Almost be only 4 to 5 of us on the grid, And to start from that and to have as much growth that has occurred over time, especially with new leadership as well, like it's just been nothing but increasing, and I am nothing but proud for frontline, Froley, everybody involved, moderators, stewards, and it's just fantastic. I mean, especially as of lately, the growth has been insane. So this can only add to it, and there's nothing but potential ahead for us.
Yeah, but couldn't have said it better myself. Even in the very short time that I've been a part of this, it's just incredible to see how nice people are, how willing to help they are. And there's racing for everybody, from beginners all the way to extraordinarily talented people. You can learn. I know Charles is in chat just about all day long. If you've got a question, if you've got a clip, you want to ask him how to go faster, he's there. There's other drivers that are available too that are also very elegant. Froley, if they think that they can help you and you need help, you can ask. It's just an incredible environment, and
Yeah,
really,
even if you don't need help, just the social aspect of it too. I mean, we've seen a lot of like people actually involved in like motor race that have came across the community, and I think that's cool as fuck. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, absolutely.
But
Yeah.
just to have like the separate series and all that stuff over time too, it's nothing but great. Nothing but variety within it. There's plenty of opportunity for people that come in, especially starting, low
Yeah.
ranks, making their way up in the classes. So
Absolutely. We've got Mono, who's just this is his first round. It's currently 3 a.m. for him. And he's just super psyched. He's just thanking us for obviously the stream, but for the races, it's just he's thrilled. So I mean, if you know anybody that's into sim racing and wants to get into it, if you want to send them a link, you want to send them a stream, say, hey, you could be a part of this, definitely do it, because it's worth it.
Yeah. I will
Absolutely.
just warn everyone, if you do want to join, you will not like any other league after this one, because the amount of support you get from moderators and admins, they like how quickly you get help if you need one is insane. I remember I got into this league at the start of season 4. We just were wrapping up season 5 right now, so I got into this league. Awesome support from the whole team at SRL. Did try to join another league for Acero Corsa Competizione. That would be more in my time zone. It would take a day or two to get the reply for the could be a very important question about the race that's coming up. It would take a day or two to get the response. Here, I think you're not waiting more than 10 minutes for the response, even less. So
For
you
sure.
you will get spoiled by this league. You will not like any other league after this one, because you will like miss the support and everything. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So yeah,
Yeah, I'd say that definitely does kind of involve a lot of what made this league do start. Like a lot of the leagues prior dealt with people that had the god, complexes because of the roles that they get in the discords, just dumb stuff like that. So to kind of have a far more relaxed league has always been the goal.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, I honestly, I think that just about wraps us up. Propane,
Yeah, you
thank
got any
you.
driver interviews?
I don't have anything in mind. I was just gonna thank you for coming in because
All right, yeah, no, that's
I
cool.
think
That's
we
cool.
pulled you in here for a quick interview, and you've been here for I
Hey,
don't know, half the
that's
stream
what I've
now.
been doing. Yeah, I've just been relaxing. Like I said, I was eating cake. It's actually going to be the end of my birthday today, so I get to
Oh,
enjoy the rest
happy
of that.
birthday!
Yeah, happy
Thank you
birthday.
very much. 28.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you.
Oh, welcome. I'm welcome. I'm actually on my way out of that one. I'm heading into 29 here in the next
Oh
week.
man, does it get better?
Nope.
Oh,
Everything hurts all the time.
yeah, kind of. Well, hopefully, had the surgery tomorrow. Yeah, you're actually correct.
Yeah.
Damn. All
I
right,
still
but
have
yeah.
some time uh until I'm old like you guys.
Whoa.
Hey, jeez, man.
You watch that language, youngin.
Yeah, just kidding, guys.
The disrespect, man.
But yeah,
All
I
right.
get upset, but it's gonna hurt my joints to move too much.
I couldn't deal with the high blood pressure.
Oh man, lovely. Well, thank you
Okay.
guys again for pulling me in. It was a great
No
time.
worries. Thanks,
Look
Thank
forward
you.
Propane.
to it in the future.
Thank you for being here, entertaining the
Absolutely.
stream like always.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
My
entertaining
pleasure.
the chat as well.
Yeah,
Just chatting with everyone.
it's
Uh,
something I try.
yeah. So
Like I really have to try. I hate people so much.
you should have said that after I
Oh, you
take
didn't.
it. Yeah,
Drag him. For
you're still
Christ's
here,
sake,
so yeah.
drag him.
Uh,
Uh
you guys did not hear that, and you
oh.
can start saying that in a few
Have a
seconds.
great night, guys. Great stuff.
Good night.
Wait.
Okay. Um.
What a great night. An awesome night. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Okay, so just quick recap. Everything went phenomenal for this stream. Incredible racing. Propane, awesome. Great to have him here. We're gonna see you guys again on well, actually, I won't be here on Thursday because I am on holiday for
Oh
what
no.
Americans call Labor Day, which is where we celebrate working by not working. So if Schofic will be available, maybe you'll get a stream, maybe you won't. That'll be the wrap up of Class C Formula. If not, we're gonna see you for maybe a break week event. If I did,
Yeah, probably I'll see how it is with school. Also, I do not think I'm gonna be able to stream the Formula C because that is Friday morning for me. Cause is it Thursday evening for you?
yes, yeah, Thursday, yeah,
Yeah.
Thursday evening
So
for
I
us.
don't think that I can manage having a stream from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. and then, although I don't need to wake up at 5 as I usually need for school. So like you see my point, I cannot stream from 3 to 4 and wake up at 5.
Oh, what you need to do is you need to go to bed at like 6 so you can wake up at 3 and then you'll
Yeah.
wake up, stream, close the stream, then go to school.
Yeah,
And
that
then do it all
is
over again, baby.
yeah, that is one of the things I was thinking about doing. Uh, Especially even just for racing because I've been kind of the only series I've been really participating in was LMP2 slash GT3 multiclass.
I loved that series, man. It was
Yeah,
so
me
good.
too. Sadly, not enough people joined. I think dividing the grid into two separate classes really killed it because you need at least 4 drivers per class to actually
Yeah,
count the round, and with like 6 drivers racing and like them being evenly divided into LMP2 and GT3, it would be a waste of time to run the race if we're not counting the results.
right, right. Yeah,
So
that's understandable.
yeah,
We just got a little ahead of ourselves. Multi-class racing, I would guess, is probably going to make a return at some point. So,
probably yes, but not probably not during a week and not for the like higher licenses.
yeah,
We did think about maybe bringing it back for next season for like D class road series, which I believe would be on the weekend. So more people are probably going to join because first it's the weekend, second it's lower class, so you don't need to grind the races before being able to join that. But I don't think we're gonna jump straight back into multi-class after what happened to LMP2 series this season. So probably a season or two without multi-class, but then most definitely could make a return.
yeah. Reese, I definitely agree. I think Wednesday was maybe not the right day for that. But more importantly, I just want to circle back. Scope, when you talk, you get this little roll of your R's, and I'm Spanish, right? I got a little Spanish in my background, and we roll our R's, right? But I have never seen anybody roll R's like you do. I just got to how do you do it? How do you
Um,
pull that off?
I don't know.
It's
Um,
incredible. An absolute athlete with the tongue.
oh, most definitely not. I break my tongue every single time I wanna say a bit more complicated English word. So yeah,
You're getting better every day, in my opinion.
true,
All right.
but still a long way to go.
Okay. All right. At this point, I thank you all, 10 viewers. You guys have been hanging out with us. Propane, chatting it up. Reese, thank you so much for coming. Mono, you've been incredible. Bright, aka Charles. Just in case y'all were wondering, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We really appreciate it. We're gonna be back again. We're gonna do it again. It's not over, although I do need some help because I know Skofic is not gonna be able to do all this while he is going to school. So if you know somebody, if you are willing to, you want to get involved, this is a great way to do it for Reese series that you're not involved in. So just shoot me a DM, throw it in chat, hit a mod, whatever you want. We're here for you. We'd love to have you on the stream. So thank you so much and have a good night.
Yeah, have a great night, guys, and we'll see you next time.